Konnichiwa, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. This is Inside Fuji, and today I wanted to start a new kind of mini series about my insights on Japan. So this is Japanese insight on Inside Fuji. In my last video, I talked a lot more about Japanese news and what's happening in the media, but today I wanted to make a little more personal video about some things that I've learned or come to know about Japan since living here. One of my first points that I wanted to talk about is when moving to a new country, there can be a lot of new things that you discover, and we have a tendency to try to compare that to where we came from, whether it's better or worse, and whether it lives up to our expectations. So one of the strongest points that I recommend to anyone who moves to Japan, or really any new country I imagine, is to set no expectations. You might try to imagine setting low expectations is the best, but I really think having no expectations is better than that. If you have low expectations, it can be kind of a negative way of viewing things, but if you have no expectations, then it's much easier to try not to compare how things are to what you thought they should be, and that's very dangerous to say that it should be this way. So anyway, one great example is when I came here, I didn't like seafood, and I just didn't like it in Canada where I grew up. I mean, we didn't have the best seafood. Whenever you went to the grocery store, you really only find frozen fish, so yeah, not so good. Anyway, when I came here, I decided I wanted to learn to like Japanese food, and so one day, me and my brother just went out. We bought sashimi quality, like just a chunk of fish, and we went home and we cut it up ourselves, and we choked it down. I mean, to be honest, my brother liked it a lot more than I did. Before he came to Japan, he kind of enjoyed fish more than I did, so that was not a big problem for him. However, I decided I wanted to learn to like it, and the biggest problem for me, especially for raw fish, yeah, I jumped in head first. I went for raw fish first, is that the texture was a little strange. It can be a little slimy for a lot of people. I mean, for me, it was slimy, and the texture was unlike any food I've really eaten before, so to get over that kind of hurdle was the biggest problem for me. But after that first time where we just bought a chunk of fish, cut it up, dipped it in some soy sauce with some wasabi, and, took it down piece by piece, maybe a little water to help swallow it without spitting it up. Yeah, it sounds bad, but, it's a process, and if you approach it very open-mindedly, it's much easier to get over that hurdle of saying to yourself, I will like this, and you do it a few times, and you learn to love it. It wasn't much later after that I did start to just love fish, and in Japan, the sashimi quality fish, the raw fish, there's not much of a fishy smell to it, really. If you get it at the supermarket, then yeah, it's not bad. I imagine people have a weird idea of buying raw fish at a supermarket. Maybe it sounds strange, or even a convenience store, but really you can get good quality stuff here in Japan. You don't need to go to a fish market to get that. Anyway, it boils down to approaching things with an open mind. I haven't come to like natto yet. I had my wife just try to eat it more frequently around me so that I can get used to the smell, because really the smell is like the first big hurdle. It does not smell appetizing. I'm sure some foreigners might disagree with me, but that's just what I think. But I've gotten over tofu. I can eat almost any seafood now. There are of course still things that I like or don't like, but I can generally eat it all. I'm just not a fan of the raw egg and the natto. Those are the two things that always kind of irk me, and so I don't know if I want to learn to like the raw egg. They have what's called tamago kake gohan, where you just have your boiled rice in a bowl, and you crack a raw egg over top of it and just mix it up. It cooks in the steamed rice, but I don't know, it's not so, the texture again is like really slimy, so I don't know, some people might like it. But decide mentally that you want to learn to like something, and you can accomplish it. Just don't give up. Try it a few times. You don't like anything the first time. Think back to when you probably first had beer or wine. I'm sure you didn't like it very much, but you learned to like it, so just give it a try with something healthier or better. Try natto or sashimi. So my question for you is, what is something that you decided you wanted to do, or you decided you wanted to learn to like, and did you accomplish it? Please share those ideas in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll really help me out, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Peace. 見てくれてありがとうございました。Thanks for checking out the video. Please like and subscribe for future updates, and you can also check out all my previous videos. じゃあまた。